Hello and welcome to healthyhouseplants.com, where we teach you all about gardening in the great indoors. If you'd like to support our show, please use our Amazon affiliate link below. Today we have another installation of plant stories. Today I'm going to be talking about this beautiful plant, one of my favorites, Monstera Deliciosa, also known as split leaf philodendron and Swiss cheese plant. Now, it is actually not a philodendron. It is a Monstera Deliciosa, is its botanical name. It is sometimes called often the split leaf philodendron because it has split leaves. This one is an adolescent here, so it doesn't have as many split leaves. As once the plant gets to be a lot more mature, it will start to split its leaves a lot more often for you, so that's something to look forward to. They are a relative to pothos and philodendron, so that's one reason why they are called the split leaf philodendron, because they are a relative, but they, as mentioned, aren't the same. They aren't actually a philodendron. They originate from tropical regions in Central America, ranging from the southernmost part of Mexico to Panama. Monstera is also found in other areas where it was introduced, like Hawaii, where it thrives because it's used to the jungle floors, so it's and growing up into the trees in the jungle, so it loves a humid tropical climate. There are 22 species of Monstera, and by the way, Monstera, as you're probably thinking, does mean monster. It is the botanical Latin name for monster. And then deliciosa, as it also suggests, is for delicious. And this plant will actually get a delicious fruit. It tastes like pineapple and vanilla. It's amazing. I have a video on it. And because one of my plants has given me several fruits. You need to have a really mature plant to do that, and also keep in mind, as I mentioned in the video on when I sampled the fruit, it takes a year to ripen, so you have to be very patient. But if it does happen, it's very exciting. So this plant, as mentioned, is very tropical. In its native habitat, it can reach more than 20 feet, 20, 40, 50 feet high, climbing up into trees. Probably not quite 50, but it definitely gets up there. It climbs by aerial roots. This plant doesn't have any aerial roots, but there are, when it gets more mature, it will. They're cord-like roots that are tan in color, and they are what allows the plant to grow up into trees. And so I do have a care video on Monstera Deliciosa to tell you more about them. But one thing to keep in mind is don't necessarily cut off those cord-like roots, and don't be alarmed by them. They're actually very good. They're really thick, fibrous stems and also aerial roots. But so that's one thing you want to note. Mentioned they thrive in dense rainforests. They love the rain. They love humidity. No one really knows for sure why they have their iconic holes, which give them some of their nicknames, like Swiss cheese plant. It's theorized that the holes develop so the leaves can withstand high winds without tearing, and also very hard rainstorms too, which does occur in the jungle. So instead of ripping, they have pre-ripped leaves for that purpose. Also will allow they think too, possibly that the sunlight being able to filter through will get to down below to the bottommost part of the plant to give it some light, because the plants do need light to survive as well. So it's best if the whole plant gets light if possible. They have these beautiful heart-shaped leaves, and as mentioned before, they mature, so they still are very pretty, even if they aren't making those nice Swiss cheese look for you. The fruit has a long history of being used actually as food and medicine. The roots of this plant have also been used over centuries to weave baskets and ropes. And the plant parts of the plant have even been used to treat arthritis and other ailments in some areas of the world. So it is a very versatile plant, a very pretty plant, and actually very, very fascinating too, especially with the fact that it does have the fruit that it can make for you. It was originally cultivated in England in the late 1700s for its fruit and as an ornamental. So it's been around as a houseplant for many years. So that is a nice thing to know, and that's why you will look you can find it in books that date back decades as well. It's definitely a designer-oriented sort of plant that really makes a place pop. So I would definitely recommend, if you can find one of these plants. They aren't always easy to find because they can be in demand, but when you do find them and it does look healthy, nab it and grow it in your house. You will be very happy that you did. So that is all on this beautiful plant, which is, as long as you provide it what it needs, going to really look nice and grow nicely in your indoor garden. Thank you for stopping by today. Please leave any comments about any indoor gardening tutorials you'd like to see. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. And please check the bell if you'd like to be notified when we release new